Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Talks with Tina. Y'all real in my face. Let's try that again. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Talks with Tina, where we are pursuing our most true and authentic self by what? Whew. Uncovering our roots. Y'all know it's been a long time since I sat here and I talked to y'all. But anywho, in the spirit of getting straight to the point, today's topic is awaken disappointment to be free from pain. And I know the verbiage sounds kind of off a little bit, but hear me out. So I don't know about you guys, but I have been heavy on trying to establish boundaries. That's something that's so new yet so foreign to me. And I didn't realize that I don't really I let people establish the boundaries for me. And so obviously on this healing journey, I'm learning how to set boundaries and stay true to them and stay firm to them and not let people, impede on them. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard, but I'm becoming a little more confident in knowing that I have a say in the limits that I want you to have in my life, quite frankly. And that's kind of where this topic stems from. It's just that sometimes we harbor so much on just simply expressing the small things that, upset us, that sometimes we forget to tell people, or not even forget, that we shy away from telling people like, hey, you disappointed me. There was an aspect of you that I anticipated you to uphold, and somehow you disappointed that. And again, if they have their own established boundaries, maybe they can communicate. It's all about effective communication. And so through this process of learning how to establish boundaries, I learned that I wasn't more so mad at people or hurt by certain things, or I was hurt, but I was disappointed in either the lack of them showing up in a certain way or upholding a certain standard that they've introduced to me to begin with. So recently I've been able to communicate, hey, I'm disappointed in you. I'm not too much mad at you. I was in the moment. Doesn't too much make me sad, but I'm truly disappointed in you. And I think when I began to say that things disappointed me, as opposed to just a small, minute, generalized emotions, then I was able to be free from the pain, because it's like, okay, I'm able to pinpoint what it is. I wasn't sad by the event. I wasn't mad. It's dang sure that made me happy. So what is it that still has me holding on to an area of pain? I can say sorry. We can say sorry all day long. But why do I still feel some sort of a pain attached to the incident or the person or whatever it may be? And I've learned from myself that 9 times out of 10, I'm disappointed by someone's actions because of something that they did not uphold. It's the lack of doing, right? So if we take it back to how I've uncovered my roots thus far, it's not that, especially with my dad, that's something, the first thing I kind of uncovered about myself is that I have daddy issues, right? And it's not that my dad hurt, or, okay, hold on, find your words. It's not that my dad made me sad. It's not that it was something out of the extraordinary that I was expecting from him. It was an area that I was disappointed in, but it was a standard that I was holding for myself. I was disappointed in the lack of him showing up for me and being present in the way that I felt like he should have been present. So if we're uncovering that root there, that's how I began. And I recently just discovered that a lot of people I'm disappointed in, and it can be disappointed if I want it better for us or I want it better for them, so on and so forth. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't go out here just, I'm disappointing you. Oh, you're a big mistake. People are allowed to live their own lives. Please let that be known. And sometimes they will not meet your standards. And that's when you have to make the decision of whether or not that they are still capable of being a part of your life. Because if they constantly fall short, at one point, they uphold the standard that either they've created in your life or that you're holding them up to. But That's a whole different topic right there. But again, it's just don't say, like, don't let everyone's actions be such a huge disappointment of something that don't even got something to do with you. You can't do that. Like, if it has nothing to do with you, then you can't be like, if they want to go ride a bike and you want to go do scooters, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Go ride a scooter. They can go ride their bike. Grow up. Anywho, so I think that's the gist of it. How do we full circle? How do we make sense to your life? It's okay to tell people that you're disappointed in something that they have done towards you personally. Not again, don't be out here just being disappointed in folks' actions. That's their life. Let them live their life. You live yours. The end. However, it's okay to be able to articulate that there are certain things that, okay, I still have this pain associated with this event or this person at this time period in my life that I still hold on to. And so when I awaken that I am disappointed, then I can be free from the pain that is associated with that. But the more I hold on to just saying, oh, I'm sad, that hurt my feelings a little bit, but that's okay. It's okay. Don't brush it off. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. I think the greatest thing I've learned on this healing journey is to just acknowledge my pain. And I think sometimes we overlook the areas in which we feel pain because we mask it so much, or we are quick to accept people's apologies when we haven't fully accepted the apology. Like, I don't accept the actions that were associated with the apology. So therefore, I'm still harboring onto pain. But I've just had to come to a place where I said that I can't just go, oh, it's fine. It's not fine. I can accept your apology, but it is not fine what you did. And I do that so often to where people are like, I'm sorry it happened. I'm sorry I did that. And I'm like, you're good. It's good. It's not good. I'm going to get to a place where we can eventually be cool. But in the moment, I want you to know that we are still not okay after this event. And y'all, like, it's so, like, I don't know if we've just been brainwashed or whatever the case may be, but we've been hoodwinked and bamboozled to just say that we have to accept everybody's apology. You don't. You don't. And some people don't need it. I mean, they don't need that Okay, I'm going to stop there. I got choked up real quick. You have to forgive people, but isn't a matter when you're really ready to accept that. So again, how do we full circle this? How do we make sense to your life? Sometimes we harbor unnecessary pain, and in that pain, it's all linked to disappointment. And how do we deal with disappointment? We uncover our roots. Why did that disappoint us? What was that linked to? Why did that become such a trigger that I am disappointed in you now? What was the standard that fell short? What did you lack, or what was I lacking that made this happen? And why, again, am I disappointed? Awaken disappointment. Make that a valid emotion in your life. I am disappointed. So therefore, you can release the pain that is associated with that. Don't harbor onto pain that is linked with disappointment that can be easily solved by communicate, like a simple conversation. Or if it can't be a simple conversation, a person like invalidates your feelings, then there's another conversation that needs to be had, or lack thereof. And it's time to dip on them, right? So quite frankly, I think that's the chat. If you guys haven't peeked, I've been trying to show it like real nonchalantly, but my friend Comfort has her organization that just relaunched, and she's doing a giveaway on her page. So if you guys head over there, there's a $50 Amazon giveaway that is waiting on you to collect if you follow the steps. And that's the chat, people. Disappear.